It's November 8th, 2022. I have on the sticker for New York City. I got up this morning. I have to say that while there are really no issues that I've heard of on my local Channel 2 and 7, being the public service announcers, they have done an excellent job at really cheerleading the process. So this like blind faith in some, I have no oral traditions. Neither Lewis or Linda ever passed forward or on to me any knowledge of political systems, political party, why it exists, what's the purpose of it, why do we do these things, the holiday schedule, why Thanksgiving, why do we serve turkey, why Christmas, is there an evergreen, why Halloween, what does that mean? There is no oral. There it's almost like it's stripped of all culture. Like there's this hallmark where the holidays are sensationalized and bought into and then delivered in decor at home, but there's no tie-in. There's nothing taught in the schools. I don't know where one finds some larger connection with Big Bird so they stay healthy and safe and learn the trends and the traditions and pass it forward to their children so their children are at least somewhat intelligent. I mean, none of this has been done here, so that's a problem. But I got my son up, my Tony DeCopel and the See the BS this morning. They really were like, get out and vote, like, and they did a real good job cheerleading. So I got up, I said, Anthony, I said, you're gonna come. My mom and dad wanted to go, so we went as a family, like brood or gaggle or whatever, and we went together. We walked to the building together. And then we got the stickers. So whatever the process is, my son was at least in the building. I had no words to explain to him what any of this process is. Again, it's not like the names are familiar. There were only two names that were on the public service announcement that they spoke of. Only two, which was Hochul and Zeldin. There were no other efforts or very little effort made in order to promote anything else. I don't know. I didn't know any of the names. Looking down the whatevers, I don't know any of them. Didn't hear about them. Don't know what they're about. Don't know what they're... If they have a platform, I would have no idea what it is. If there's something in the planning department, I would have no idea. I have no contact with anybody from the party that I'm registered to, however that works. I mean, is there any responsibility of them to keep me informed? Legalities being what they are, and like help being so hard to find these days. So there's that. And so I brought him into the building. He got to see the process without any words from me, without any real words from his grandparents. We don't talk about internally who's doing what. It's totally irrelevant. We both have access to this Channel 2 and Channel 7, and they don't really say anything, so I don't know how that's supposed to work. So, like, I really don't get how this future is planned and then lived into, like, as if it's something great, because what's behind me has not been great. There's been no planning. It's been a lot of like pushing forward, but blindly and deftly, like a Helen Keller. And then things just happen. I mean, I have no idea how they get away with this, but here they are. Um, so that was the experience. So I went out in order to participate. But how big is the participation, and what is there to pass on in oral traditions to my children? Nothing. Nothing's been given to me, so there's nothing to pass on. There's no like pearls of wisdom bestowed upon my person. They've totally ignored me, it feels like, and shunned me or outcast me. I don't know why. They, whatever it is, at this point, it's rotten. And there's some bigger issues. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. So now I'm at Ivy Rehab for Physical Therapy. It's an HSS special surgery place. I saw one of the backdrops of one of the celebrity stars that plays a sport that was up in controversy just recently. He had the HSS symbol behind him. I have no idea what the integrated services are. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken. Interestingly enough, atmospherically, I woke up, not today, but yesterday, and in the door jamb, the doors shifted in multiple rooms. And then when you go to open the doors, it hits the tile floor. There's some kind of ergonomic shift. I don't know if it's a pressure change. I'm not quite sure. But it affected the inside of the residence in like an engineering way, where the doors that used to open and close, and now the fitting of the door in the door jamb, it is so poor that it opens by itself. It doesn't even catch and hold shut, whatever that means, but just noticeable changes over the past few days. And I don't know what deep space is doing. I don't know what the dome and who holds up the night sky and Sinui. Goddess Sinui. Then I was thinking about the reference point where I was invited to, I think it was Eaton's Neck. There was a meeting there with someone about the stars, and I guess testing my knowledge, for which I didn't have any, because they don't teach anything here. Nothing useful anyway. Nothing about stars, nothing about constellations, nothing about how to orient oneself. It's like all culture and intelligence has just been stripped away from this area. I don't know why. It's just what it feels like, for the way that I've been handled while here, or not handled. I don't know. I don't even know how to use that properly.